8 famous people who went bankrupt and then got rich again. Fame and money come and go. These 8 celebrities learned it the hard way. 1. Nicolas Cage blew his fortune on castles and islands. Cage was once worth $150 million. His extravagant taste left him broke. The actor purchased all kinds of random things, from a $2.6 million castle to a $3 million Caribbean island. He even acquired a $276,000 dinosaur skull. All of this occurred while Cage owed the IRS $6.3 million. He had to sell most of his property. He also did numerous films simply for the money. Today, Cage is debt-free and worth $25 million. 2. Walt Disney went broke with his first film company. He founded the studio Laugh-O-Gram in 1922. Disney and his partner made ads and cartoons. They ended up being defrauded by a distributor. The studio went bankrupt in 1923. Then Disney created Mickey Mouse, and the rest was history. 3. Lady Gaga threw it all away on a tour. She went bankrupt during her 2009 Monster Ball tour. Lady Gaga had $3 million to her name, but she put everything into the show. Her dad told her,
"Everyone is talking about you, and you don't have a pot to in."
But Gaga knew what she was doing. Fogel and Live Nation paid her $40 million after the tour. 4. Divorce and taxes bankrupted Mike Tyson. The boxer earned $400 million over the course of his career, but his fortune was short-lived. Tyson filed for bankruptcy in 2003. He was $23 million in debt. He had paid $9 million as a divorce settlement earlier. Tyson owed $13.4 million to the IRS. He also had tigers and limos to maintain. It took him over a decade to recover. He checked into rehab and eventually paid off his debts. 5. Donald Trump has gone bankrupt 6 times. It wasn't him personally, but his companies. The Trump Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City went bust in 1991. More of his casinos and hotels collapsed in 1992. The same thing happened in 2004 and 2009. Trump was vague about how he cut the debt.
Basically, I've used the laws of the country to my advantage.
6. Abraham Lincoln had his horse taken away for debts. As a young man, he bought a general store. Lincoln did business with a partner. The sales were terrible, and his partner died. Lincoln ended up $1,000 in debt. It was a hefty sum at the time. However, there were bankruptcy laws in place. Thus, Lincoln lost the only belongings he had, a horse and some surveying equipment. He would pay out his debts until the 1840s. In 1861, Lincoln became president of the U.S. 7. Ellen DeGeneres lost everything when she came out. She made good money from her 1990s sitcom, Ellen. Then DeGeneres came out as a lesbian. She was ridiculed in the media. Her sitcom was canceled. It left her broke and mired in depression. DeGeneres landed her hit talk show in 2003. She went on to rake in millions. 8. Will Smith went on a spending spree. He was a millionaire by the age of 20. Smith enjoyed a life of fancy cars and designer clothes. He was unaware of his $2.8 million debt. One day, the IRS seized his house and put him in jail. Smith managed to land the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He had no acting experience, but gave the role his all. The IRS charged him 70% of his earnings until he was